On behalf of ComforTek, we'd like to thank you for giving us a few minutes to introduce a line of dining furniture suitable for use in senior living long-term care communities. ComforTek has been manufacturing chairs and tables for use in education, houses of worship, and convention centers since 2000. Our U.S. manufacturing center is located in Victoria, Virginia. From the outset, we focused our attention to the needs of the caregiver. How, we asked, does a caregiver move a seated person up to and away from a table? For those of you who are or have been caregivers, you know from personal experience what this means. Tasks associated with being a caregiver can be all-consuming, emotionally draining, and physically exhausting. With little acknowledgement shown for your efforts, more often than not, you ask yourself, how did this become my lot in life? In today's reality, residents feel they are often a burden to staff, a nuisance, an inconvenience, and they don't want to be singled out by being the one in the special chair. Caregivers, too, don't have as much time as they used to. They lack physical strength required to move residents, work with limited resources, or have to use outdated equipment and furniture. And they understand more than most that residents are just heavier than they used to be. Family members, especially children who are baby boomers, play a critical role in the selection of care community for their parents. Most communities accommodate tours on a daily basis, often around mealtimes, as children want to see firsthand how you as an organization will care for their parent. Traditional furniture as designed by manufacturers today looks like this: arms, stylish frames, high-end finishes, quality fabrics. However, once chairs are placed into a care community, they're often modified to look like this. Why is that? Do we really like the look of green tennis balls in the feet of chairs? Hardly. We suggest the primary reason why chairs are modified on-site is because four-legged chairs are not designed to move, much less to move with a person seated in the chair. Thus, any force applied to the chair in an effort to move a seated person, pushing, pulling, shoving, twisting, reduces the structural integrity of the chair and potentially damages the floor, the furniture, and the caregiver. Ask yourself, how many chairs do we have in-house right now with loose arms? Simply stated, the effort exerted on a chair's frame when moving a seated person is using the chair in a manner for which it has not been designed. Early on in the process, we understood our challenge was not to design an easier way for a chair to roll. Our challenge was to balance the need for the caregiver to have mobility without compromising the chair's structure or stability, and above all, ensuring complete safety for the resident. Daily caregiver challenges include how to safely move a seated person up to and away from the table, how to assist a person using a walker or a person of 300 plus pounds get seated at the table, how to assist at meal times when residents are seated in different styles of jerry chairs, and the fourth challenge, how to provide care without the risk of personal injury. The Royal EZ is a lever device that attaches to the bottom of most chairs. With a mechanical ratio of 8:1, a downward force of 30 pounds is all that is required to move a 240-pound person up to the table. So easy, even a child can do it. The Titan Swivel with REZ has become the hallmark chair. It swivels, it locks, it rolls. The locking swivel feature allows the seat to rotate separately from the base of the chair. With a resident seated, the caregiver can easily attend to their needs of the resident without having to focus on the physical effort required to move them to the table. An even more daunting task for a caregiver is to move a larger person up to the table. With a Titan swivel chair, even a fuller-sized person can independently, or with assistance of the caregiver, move themselves up to the table. In so doing, the effort required on behalf of the caregiver is minimal. Butterfly tables are designed with tops that can be individually adjusted to match the height required for each resident. Butterfly tables also accommodate residents seated in geriatric chairs. When tabletops are positioned appropriately, residents feel more relaxed and are inclined to feed themselves, increasing their food intake for better health. There are two critical diagnoses for which the Titan Swivel REZ chair seems to be most suited: Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Occupational and physical therapists who provide instruction for the care of persons with Alzheimer's and Parkinson's emphasize the need for caregivers to develop a relationship bond with each resident. Caregivers are encouraged to eliminate any surprises or from approaching residents from behind. And yet, when a resident requires assistance being moved up to the table, that is exactly what is done. When a Titan Swivel REZ chair is in use, caregivers routinely acknowledge that meal times are more enjoyable and residents are more compliant and willing to follow their instructions. There are 4 different series of tables and chairs in ComforTek's program. The Titan series, a steel frame chair, offers seat widths of 22 inches to 30 inches wide. This chair series includes multiple mobility options, providing increased assistance to the caregiver. Residents no longer feel they are being singled out by sitting in the special chair, as the appearance is the same for all chairs. The Contessa series, an armed aluminum chair. Each model can be fitted with a Royal EZ attachment, and healthcare grade or COM fabrics are available for all chairs. The T2, a steel-framed armed chair with a standard width of 22 inches. T2 chairs feature a contemporary back style with an easy-to-reach handbar placed across the top of the chair. Multiple mobility options are available. The chair caddy attachment just might become the ultimate tool in the hands of the caregiver. The chair caddy is designed to fit within the footprint of the standard chair and includes 4 active casters. The safety feature of the chair caddy is the braking system, which ensures the front casters remain locked at all times. Residents can be seated with confidence knowing the chair will not move away from them. To move a seated person, the caregiver lifts up on the release bar, allowing the front wheels to roll freely. When the caregiver moves away from the chair and is no longer holding onto the release bar, the front wheels are automatically secured. A retrofit model is also available for attaching to most dining chairs. Butterfly tables are available in 3 models. Each model includes a set of casters, allowing tables to be readily relocated within the care community. The 2-person 1/1 model is for small apartments or home settings. The 4-person 4/1 model is a single pedestal for dining rooms. Residents sit at 3, 6, 9, and 12 o'clock. The 4-person 2/2 model is a double pedestal, usually for use in activity rooms. This table is also highly desired in the K-12 school market as teachers foster an atmosphere of inclusiveness within the classroom. We trust that by now you can appreciate the benefits that these products provide to the caregiver and to the resident. That being said, other personnel also benefit from having these chairs placed into their care community. It's a win for the administrator, reduced workplace injuries, reduced workers' comp claims, reduced absenteeism, reduced overtime, reduced furniture and flooring replacement costs. It's a win for the Director of Nursing and the Human Resources Director, creating a safer work environment, creating a more enjoyable mealtime routine, and creating a better atmosphere for the retention of staff. Testimonials that we receive from caregivers and care clients alike indicate that as families visit, they quickly learn how to move the chair, allowing them to be a part of their loved one's life. Families are delighted with the independence the table has restored to their loved ones. And yet, the greatest appreciation for this furniture will be evident in the lives of residents as they experience an increased sense of dignity and self-worth. The next time that you visit a care community, or are looking around your own, ask yourself these questions. How many residents come into the dining room using a walker or rollator? How many residents are over 300 pounds? How many residents have special needs like a diagnosis of Parkinson's or Alzheimer's? How many residents are seated in jerry chairs? You are not alone. Every CEO, administrator, and director of nursing is seeking a better solution to these care questions. Can we change the culture of care? We believe that we can. Truly, it is all about caring for those who care. Thank you again for taking time to review this information. If you need additional information, please visit us online or contact a customer service representative.